You wake up in the morning, and there it is again. That stiffness, that weakness. The body that once carried you through decades of life now seems to be betraying you little by little. Your favorite jeans hang loosely around your waist. Standing up from a chair takes effort that never used to be there. And that reflection in the mirror? Who is that person with the sagging arms and diminished frame staring back at you? You're not imagining it. After 50, your body silently steals away nearly 1% of your muscle mass every single year. 1%. Every year. By the time you reach 70, you could lose up to 30% of your strength, gone while you weren't even looking. This invisible thief has a name: sarcopenia. And it's not just robbing you of how you look, it's stealing your independence, your confidence, your future. But what if I told you the most powerful time to fight back against this muscle loss isn't at the gym? It's not during your morning walk or while gardening. It's actually when you're doing absolutely nothing at all. That's right. The secret weapon against age-related muscle loss happens while you're sound asleep. The hours you spend in bed could be your greatest opportunity for rebuilding what time has taken away. Or they could be when your body continues its slow decline. The difference comes down to one simple choice you make before your head hits the pillow. Tonight, thousands of seniors just like you will unknowingly accelerate their muscle loss during sleep. But after watching this video to the end, you won't be one of them. Because I'm about to reveal the nighttime ritual that leading researchers have discovered can literally rebuild your muscle tissue while you sleep. This isn't some miracle cure or expensive treatment. It's a simple, science-backed solution that takes just 30 seconds before bed, costs less than your morning coffee, and could transform how you age. Before I share this game-changing solution, let me ask you something. How would it feel to have the strength to play with your grandkids without worry? To carry groceries effortlessly? To walk confidently without fear of falling? That's what's at stake here. Your independence, your dignity, your life as you want to live it. The science is clear and alarming. After age 50, muscle loss accelerates dramatically. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that nearly half of seniors aren't getting enough of the critical nutrient needed to maintain muscle mass. That's right. About 46% of adults over 51 are deficient in the exact thing their bodies desperately need to prevent weakness and frailty. And during sleep, those precious 7 or 8 hours when your body should be repairing itself, most seniors are actually losing more muscle because they're missing this crucial element. But here's where the story changes. Recent breakthrough studies have uncovered that a specific type of protein, consumed right before bed, can actually reverse this trend. Not just slow it down, but actively rebuild muscle tissue while you sleep. Let me say that again. Rebuild muscle while you sleep. The key isn't just any protein. It's a special slow-digesting protein called casein. Unlike other proteins that your body processes quickly, casein forms a gel in your stomach, releasing a steady stream of amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, throughout the entire night. It's like a time-released capsule, feeding your muscles hour after hour while you're dreaming away. When researchers at Maastricht University studied this phenomenon, they discovered something remarkable. Seniors who consumed casein protein before bed increased their overnight muscle synthesis by 22%. That's your body creating new muscle tissue while you're completely at rest. This isn't just theory. It's happening right now in bedrooms across America. Take Margaret from Phoenix. At 68, she had accepted that climbing stairs would always leave her winded. She thought needing help to open jars was just part of aging. But 3 months after starting her pre-sleep protein ritual, she called me in tears. "I carried all my groceries in one trip yesterday," she said. "Do you know how long it's been since I could do that?" Or consider Frank, a 72-year-old from Chicago who couldn't get up from the floor after playing with his grandson. After just 8 weeks of this nighttime routine, he not only gets down on the floor with ease, he's the one initiating the wrestling matches. These aren't miracles. This is science working exactly as it should. Now, you might be wondering, why haven't I heard about this before? Why isn't every doctor recommending this to their older patients? The unfortunate truth is that muscle health often takes a back seat to more obvious health concerns like heart disease or diabetes. But here's what many healthcare providers are missing. Muscle mass is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity and quality of life as we age. More muscle means better balance, stronger bones, improved insulin sensitivity, and enhanced immune function. It affects everything. So, what exactly is this nighttime elixir that could transform your aging journey? It's a specific form of casein protein, extracted from milk, that's been formulated to deliver the perfect overnight feeding to your hungry muscles. While you may have heard of protein powders for bodybuilders, this is entirely different. It's specifically designed for the unique needs of aging bodies, with the right amino acid profile to maximize overnight muscle synthesis. Now, I need to be crystal clear about something. This isn't about bulking up like some gym rat. This is about reclaiming the functional, vital muscle tissue that keeps you independent and active. This is about maintaining the strength to live on your terms, in your home, doing what you love, for as long as possible. Because when we talk about muscle loss in aging, we're really talking about the difference between dependency and freedom. The science behind this nighttime strategy is fascinating. Your body operates on different rhythms during sleep. Hormones fluctuate, recovery processes accelerate, and without the right nutrients available, your body will actually break down muscle tissue to fuel other functions. It's metabolic cannibalism, your body eating its own muscle while you sleep. But flood your system with casein protein right before bed, and something magical happens. Instead of breaking down muscle, your body shifts into building mode, assembling new tissue fiber by fiber, all while you're completely unconscious. A landmark study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that pre-sleep protein not only prevents muscle breakdown, but actively promotes muscle growth in older adults. The researchers concluded that consuming about 40 grams of casein protein approximately 30 minutes before sleep created an ideal environment for overnight muscle recovery and growth. This isn't marginal improvement. This is potentially life-changing science. Let me paint a picture of what this could mean for you. Imagine going to bed tonight knowing that while you sleep, your body is actually growing stronger, not weaker. Imagine waking up with a bit more energy, a bit more strength, day after day. Imagine the cumulative effect of this nighttime ritual over weeks, months, and years. While others your age continue to decline, you're rebuilding. While they're losing independence, you're gaining confidence. The contrast couldn't be more stark. But I can already hear some of you saying, I eat plenty of protein during the day. Why do I need more at night? That's an excellent question. The truth is, conventional wisdom about spreading protein intake throughout the day misses a crucial point: the overnight fast. For 7 to 8 hours during sleep, your body is getting no nutrition whatsoever. This creates a problematic gap where your muscles are essentially starving. Pre-sleep casein protein bridges that gap, ensuring your body has a steady supply of muscle-building amino acids during this critical recovery period. Some of you might also be wondering about dairy sensitivities. It's true that casein is derived from milk, but modern formulations have largely solved this problem. Many products are now ultra-filtered to remove lactose, making them suitable even for those with mild dairy sensitivities. And if dairy is completely off the table for you, don't worry. I'll share some plant-based alternatives that, while not identical to casein, can still provide significant overnight benefits. Now, let's get practical about how to implement this nighttime ritual. The optimal approach is simple. About 30 minutes before bedtime, mix 30-40 grams of high-quality casein protein with water or milk. Almond milk works wonderfully if you're watching calories. Stir it well, drink it down, and then go to sleep knowing you've just activated your body's overnight muscle-building machinery. That's it. No complicated regimen, no expensive equipment, no disruptive lifestyle changes, just a simple drink before bed. But here's where I need to warn you. Not all protein is created equal. Many products on the market are loaded with sugar, artificial ingredients, or inferior protein sources that won't give you the sustained release effect that makes casein so special. Look specifically for micellar casein on the label, which indicates the protein is in its natural, slow-digesting form. Avoid products with long lists of ingredients you can't pronounce. Simpler is usually better. I recommend brands that specialize in clean, high-quality protein sources. Companies like Transparent Labs, sports research, and even some mainstream options like Muscle Milk's Casein line offer excellent choices. The key is finding one that you actually enjoy drinking, because consistency is what will transform your results from modest to remarkable. Some of my senior clients have found creative ways to make this nighttime ritual even more enjoyable. Martha adds a dash of cinnamon and a drop of vanilla extract to her Casein shake. James mixes his with decaffeinated coffee for a nighttime protein latte. These small touches can make all the difference in turning this from a health chore into a pleasant evening ritual you'll actually look forward to. There's something else I need to share with you, something that goes beyond the physical benefits. When you take control of your muscle health like this, something profound happens to your mindset. There's a psychological transformation that comes from actively fighting back against aging rather than passively accepting decline. My clients report not just feeling stronger physically, but experiencing renewed confidence, improved mood, and a sense of agency over their own aging process. This is the hidden benefit that research papers don't capture, the emotional renaissance that comes from reclaiming your physical strength. Barbara, a 65-year-old retired teacher, told me something that stopped me in my tracks. For the first time in years, she said, I don't feel like I'm just waiting to get old. I feel like I'm actually getting better. This mindset shift is powerful medicine on its own. Now, I want to be transparent about expectations. This isn't about transforming overnight into your 30-year-old self. The reality of rebuilding muscle in your senior years is that it's a gradual process. You might notice subtle changes in the first few weeks. Perhaps getting out of bed feels a little easier, or you're less winded after climbing stairs. But the real magic happens with consistency over months. Those small daily improvements compound into remarkable transformations over time. And that brings me to an important point. This nighttime Casein ritual works even better when combined with some form of resistance training during your waking hours. I'm not talking about heavy weightlifting or anything extreme. Simple resistance band exercises, water aerobics, or even bodyweight movements like modified push-ups against the wall or chair squats can dramatically amplify the muscle-building effects of your pre-sleep protein. The combination is synergistic. Each one makes the other more effective. What excites me most about this approach is its accessibility. Unlike many health interventions that require significant time, money, or radical lifestyle changes, this strategy is available to virtually everyone. A month's supply of quality Casein protein costs about the same as a couple of restaurant meals. The time investment is minimal, literally seconds before bed. And the potential return on this small investment? Nothing short of life-changing. I've seen it firsthand with hundreds of clients, men and women in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s reclaiming strength they thought was gone forever. People canceling their moves to assisted living facilities because they've regained the strength to care for themselves. Grandparents getting down on the floor to play with grandchildren after years of watching from the sidelines. These aren't outliers. These are the predictable results of giving your body what it needs when it needs it most. Some of you may be wondering how this fits with medications you're taking or other health conditions. This is a valid concern, and I always recommend consulting with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement. That said, Casein protein is simply a concentrated food source, not a medication, and is generally well tolerated even by those with various health challenges. In fact, many doctors are now recommending increased protein intake for their older patients specifically to combat muscle loss. There's another benefit we haven't discussed yet, and it's significant. Improved bone health. Protein isn't just critical for muscles. It's essential for maintaining strong bones as well. Studies show that adequate protein intake is associated with greater bone density and reduced fracture risk in seniors. When you drink your pre-sleep Casein, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're strengthening the very foundation of your skeletal system. For anyone concerned about osteoporosis, this is powerful preventative medicine. Let me share something personal. My own mother struggled with severe muscle loss in her 70s. She went from an active, independent woman to someone who feared leaving her house because she didn't trust her own body. When I first learned about the research on pre-sleep protein, she was skeptical. It seemed too simple, but she agreed to try it, more to humor me than anything else. 3 months later, she called me from the community center where she'd just finished a line dancing class. "I don't know what's in that bedtime shake," she said, "but I'm not stopping it." That's the moment I knew I had to share this information with as many seniors as possible. Because this isn't just about physical health, it's about reclaiming lives. Now, I want to address something that might be on your mind. Is this just for people who are already frail? Or can it help someone like me who's still relatively active? The research is clear on this point. Pre-sleep protein benefits seniors across the entire spectrum of fitness levels. If you're already active, it helps you maintain and even build upon the strength you have. If you're dealing with significant muscle loss, it provides the nutritional foundation for rebuilding. No matter where you are on that continuum, your muscles need these amino acids during the overnight period. And there's another group who stands to benefit enormously: seniors recovering from surgery, injury, or illness. During periods of recovery or reduced mobility, muscle loss accelerates dramatically. A hospitalization can cause elderly patients to lose 5 to 10% of their muscle mass in just a week. Pre-sleep protein becomes even more critical during these vulnerable periods, helping to preserve muscle tissue when you can't maintain your normal activity levels. I want to be clear about something. I'm not suggesting that this nighttime ritual is the only thing that matters for healthy aging. Good sleep, regular movement, social connection, mental stimulation, these all remain vitally important. But pre-sleep protein represents one of the most overlooked and potentially impactful additions to your healthy aging strategy. It addresses a specific vulnerability, overnight muscle catabolism, that few other interventions target. As we approach the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a powerful thought. Aging is inevitable, but how you age is largely within your control. The choices you make today, including what you consume before bed tonight, will shape your experience of the decades to come. Will they be years of increasing frailty and dependence, or years of sustained strength, activity, and autonomy? That choice is yours to make, starting tonight. The scientific evidence is compelling. The implementation is simple. The cost is minimal, and the potential benefits are profound. A 30-second nighttime ritual that could literally change the trajectory of your aging process. If you're over 50 and concerned about maintaining your strength, mobility, and independence, I can't think of a single intervention with a better return on investment than pre-sleep casein protein. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, consider what's happening in your body during those hours of sleep. Will it be breaking down precious muscle tissue because it has no alternative? Or will it be building new, functional strength that supports your active lifestyle? The choice is yours. And it's as simple as a bedtime drink. I hope this information has been valuable to you. If you found it helpful, please share it with someone you care about who might benefit from this knowledge. After all, strength and independence aren't just gifts we give ourselves. They're gifts we give to our loved ones who worry about our well-being. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to strong muscles, strong bones, and the strong, independent life you deserve, at any age. Don't miss our next video that's appearing on your screen now. Click the card and discover the morning ritual that perfectly complements this nighttime strategy for complete 24-hour muscle protection. Together, they create a powerful system for maintaining strength and independence well into your golden years.